Yo, it's Walter Patton, man, creator of Ghetto Therapy, and we at my home. We right here on Outhwaite, Case Court, where it all started right there in the circle. You see the circle right there? We call it the octagon. That's what Ghetto Therapy started, and we started having conversations right there. So it's only right that we bring it back. So we're gonna have a full session with Myesha, Watkins, and Shannon, Yarborough today. We bring a Ghetto Therapy to the middle of the ghetto, to the middle of the hood, right here on Outhwaite, right here on Case Court, where it all started. You know what I'm saying? They saying you gotta put the work in. How you gonna change community if you're not from a community? So I wanted to bring y'all back to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times in community we see people that's just, you know, around just doing community work, but they never take you back to their community. So I wanted to take y'all back to my community firsthand, let y'all see it where it all started. And again, Ghetto Therapy, I'm the creator. I wanted to bring Ghetto Therapy to the yard where I grew up at my entire life. Like, just really wanted to show like where I kind of get the concept from, like sitting in this circle, sitting in this octagon my entire life, around Shannon, around Bebe, around Roro, just around everybody in this circle, just having good conversations about us, you know what I'm saying, about the community. And that's kind of really where I got the concept at, and just, you know, being in this community my entire life. So I wanted to bring Myesha down and just to talk to us, because a lot of my people that come from my hood don't really come to Ghetto Therapy. And it's not even really a bad thing. Sometimes it's a transportation issue, or maybe they don't even want to come, and that's cool. But it's still up to me to bring it to my people, because this is where I live, this is where I'm from. So I always want to bring it back home, and you know, where the foundation was created. So again, I brought Myesha with me today. And
I want you to sit by me. Sit by me. Trying to save you a spot. Thank y'all for allowing me to come to the courtyard. I appreciate it. What I do know about the community down here is that you're not always good unless somebody give you a pass. And I do want to say thank you to Walt, who allows me to show up in spaces like this where I'm not from. I am from Cleveland, but I'm not from down the way. And I know that it's a very protective space, a very familial space. And if you're not careful, you can come down here and say the wrong shit, and then it'll be your last time down here. So I'm always very intentional on how I show up in spaces, so that I can show respect, so I can show love, and oftentimes to show like we all got stories, no matter where you're from in the city of Cleveland, where maybe we may have some of the same challenges, and I want to respect that. And I also want to say thank y'all for allowing me to come down here.
27 years. Walter did videos, everything in my apartment. He did them outside. I appreciate him. He on top of my wall in the frame. And I just respect you. And I thank you for everything you done. My name is Rochelle. They call me Roro.
Hey, Roro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is, they call me Candy.
Hey, Candy.
I grew up down here, but I don't stay down here now, but I still be down here because my family down here. And we need to get together and be family. We have to learn how to live together. Instead of tearing each other down, we need to learn how to build each other up.
Amen.
And that's where this should be, yeah.
What is me?
Yeah. Hey, you. What is?
Hey, my name's Bebe.
Hey.
How long you been down here? 62 years. Not really.
62 years?
Yeah, that's how old I am. Majority of I've been here and there 62 years.
I know you will leave and come back.
That's right.
What's been your favorite moment in all of those years?
What, down here? Yesterday was really Thursday was my favorite moment ever being down here.
Let's talk about it. Tell me about it real quick.
My great nephew did a book bag giveaway at Afriday Bennett's. The best thing ever. That was my favorite moment ever being down there. Oh my God. Marion Dickerson! AB3. AB3!
She had his shirt on. Yeah, it's on you now.
What's your name?
Oh, Rihanna.
How long you live down here?
Off and on 13 years.
I go to John Marshall now.
I graduated from John Marshall.
Turn around, you got the speed. You act like you really.
Last year, my girl about to graduate.
Yeah, last year.
Congratulations.
I wasn't finished. I got
Yeah,
Thank you.
get her on the boat.
It was my turn. Okay. Coach Boom. So I tend to talk a little bit, so I'm gonna try to keep this brief. Just hearing everybody talk, a lot of what y'all said resonates with me. Bebe. Talked about Amarion. Amarion played football for me. I've been, so I am the coordinator for Garden Valley football. I've been coaching youth football in Garden Valley for 33 years. I've been the coordinator running the program for 25 years. And now I'm also running the Renegades program this year. And just to get back here, so Marion played for me. Duder played for me. I've touched a lot of kids down the way, between down the way and Garden Valley over the years. And how I met Walt, he may not even know what made me seek him out to meet him, but I'm a hip hop fan to the fullest. Walt was on a song with Bashir Jones, and he had a line talking about the shooting, and he said 137 shots. How you justify that? And his whole verse on that song, it was like, damn, this dude is dope. I was like, I never knew him. I never knew Walt, and I was like, I want to meet this dude. And it just so happened, maybe a little bit after that, he threw an event in Garden Valley, had game trucks and stuff down there, and I went down there and I met him. That's how, and me and Walt been connected ever since then. You know, I respect Walt more than, you know, he's younger than me, but I respect him more than anybody in the community. He's doing the work. Started the Ghetto Therapy. I've been a consistent attendee of Ghetto Therapy because I definitely see the value in that. And I just want to touch on something my man right here said real quick. He said he left and he came back, and I think a lot of people lose track of why people stay or come back to the hood, to the projects. It's a sense of safety, it's a sense of community that if you're not from here, you just don't really understand. It's really akin to why people join anything, why people join associations and gangs and all that. It's a sense of community, it's a sense of protection, it's a sense of love, and you get that in the neighborhood. You know, everybody feels safe down here. A lot of people that's not from the hood don't really understand. It's like, oh, it's dangerous, it's shootings, it's this going on all the time. But you feel safe down here, don't you? Everybody understand you down here, right?
And sometimes what I tell people is we talk about PTSD, right? Post-traumatic stress disorder. We talk about crisis, but like, have you ever been at a point in your life when it always feels like you're in crisis mode, where it always feel like if it's not something, it's something else? And like with mental health, how do you, or how have you coped with things that continues to happen in life?
And
I'm gonna come to you right after.
My daughter, I talk out loud, and sometimes she be like, long as you don't answer your own questions. Because sometimes you don't have nobody to talk to, but you got to express yourself. So it's better to let it out.
Absolutely.
And don't, you know, just feed on it or go do nothing drama or stupid. Just let it out.
That's important. So being able to talk about
it.
things.
Yes.
And so it's not that you can't agree with the thought. Sometimes verbally getting it out is all that you need. Because you can have a thought, but you can't hear yourself. And when you say it, sometimes I'm like, I cannot believe I said that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's really important. It's really important to be expressive. You speak truth to power, and in order to speak that truth, you have to say it.
Don't get my age to learn how to say no. You got to put your boundaries with people.
What does that mean? Like, talk about that.
For as
saying no.
Saying no, you don't always got to be the go-to person.
Okay.
Set boundaries. Don't put yourself out for nobody think about you. You see what I'm saying? That could destroy you. Just always doing for everybody and nobody doing nothing for you. That's take control your mind. But you have to open up. Don't nobody know how you feel. Don't nobody know what you're thinking. You got to speak it. And you can. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You know?
So who believes that no can be a complete sentence? And although that is true, who also knows that it's not easy to just say no?
Right.
And oftentimes it's not easy to say no because we feel like we have to justify or explain our reason for making a choice.
I got friends that's in the feds, right? They locked up, they doing time, and I send them money, right? So lately I've been saying no, you know what I'm saying? Finances been tight, and it's like now I'm getting negativity you know what I'm saying, answers and responses just because I said no one time. But what about the 1,000 times I said yeah? I done put thousands of dollars into jails, you know what I'm saying? And I'm tired, I got kids, you know what I'm saying, I got bills, and things is getting tight, so it's like you gotta try to manage that money. But it's like when you say no, the reason why, like, it's hard to say no, because when you say no, it's the response that you get from the people that you're saying no to. And it's like you're trying to avoid that response to keep the friendship going. But I'm at the point where it's like, fuck that friendship, man. Like, if I can't tell you no one time after I told you yes 1,000 times, we never was cool.
We never
You know
was
what I'm
cool.
saying? So I think
They
it's
got
the
no respect.
response. I think it's the response that we get from the no, from the people that we just trying to continue to please.
It's only a problem if you allow it to be. But if we stand on our no, like we supposed to, but our emotions and our feelings are so fickle. Now I'm saying, I'm questioning our whole friendship because now you mad because I told you no, when the friendship can be what it is. It's independent of me telling you no unless you make it personal. I don't have no money to send to you.
First of all,
Why are you upset about that? Because I really need to eat this month. Is there anybody else that you can ask? I don't want to ask them, I want to ask you. Is there anybody else that you can ask? So like, how do we explore other people and other options is really important. But when we all are in a crisis mode and we all are struggling to make a way, I feel like somebody gotta have my back. But what if that person needs somebody to have their back too? Okay. What are some choices that our children can make that we may or may not be aware of that we're responsible for? Let's just,
Now, guess what?
what are some choices that they can make?
When kids get a certain age, when kids get a certain age, they gonna make their own decisions anyway.
And it's still impactful.
And I ain't asked you, no, fuck that shit. It ain't. Cause you made that decision, you deal with it. I ain't made that decision, I had to deal
Are you a
with it.
parent?
My son 18.
Have your children ever made some decisions?
Nah, cause he set the fuck out of it.
And even if you do, and you can say
I can
that.
say
You
what I
say
want
whatever
to
you
say.
want to get on there. And even if your child does make a decision and you slap them,
I gotta try to help him.
and you listen. So if your child make a decision and you're so upset that you slap them, do you still not think about the impact that his decision is going to have on him?
No,
So you just let it be.
I didn't make that
You
decision.
didn't make it, but you can be responsible for it as a parent. Yes or no?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so how does that make you feel?
I'm gonna do what I can to help him.
Okay, and you're doing
But
what you
other
can.
than that, there's shit there with it.
And your best is enough. But in doing what you can, what are some things that you do to help him recognize that the decision that he made wasn't the best?
Only thing I can do is talk to him.
Okay, and how do you talk to him?
Like he a gentleman, I'm gonna talk to him like a grown man.
And what are some
Hey look,
things you
don't do no stupid shit.
stupid shit that can lead you where?
In jail.
Or where else?
Penitentiary.
Or
Shit.
where else?
In hell.
In the graveyard.
Okay.
She 20, right? So she do 20-year-old stuff, and it's like holding her accountable is the thing that I do. Is like I don't add to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to continue to give her stuff, like continue to reward her bad behavior. So like recently, like we've been at odds because I'm no longer giving her what she asked. Like, go to work. You know what I'm saying? Work for it. Because like when I gave it to you, you didn't value it, and then the friends that you're around don't have dads. So you know the value of having a father, but you still choose not to value that. And that's the thing that I can't add to that. So it's just been holding my daughter accountable, and I think she's been doing good coming out of it. Going to work, you know what I'm saying, renting her own cars or whatever it is. But it's like I'm no longer like
beneficiary.
I'm no longer pacifying her behavior, and I'm just holding her accountable. So experience is the best teacher at some point.
Even with accountability, it can feel like an attack if you're not ready to accept it, right? Having a present and active dad, her story from the experience can be, my dad don't love me, he not trying to help me, he's not listening to me, but your side of the story is that I'm holding you accountable, I'm teaching you a lesson, I want to show you what the work ethic looks like, I want to show you how to get it on your own, I want you to feel this tough love. But if we're not careful teaching tough love to our young people and our children, they can take that and use it in a negative way and choose not to invest in a relationship, to go the wrong way, to forget all of the things that we've taught them from birth into where they are now. So like, how do we continue to call them in and not call them out? And what does that look like?
We want to take away some of the challenges that we had coming up. We don't want them to go through some of the same stuff we go through, where we went through. But sometimes it enables them, right? It kind of gets them in a situation where they they don't know how to work. They don't know how to grind for anything. They want you to give it to them. And us trying to replace or not have them go through some of the stuff we went through, some of the struggles, and we overindulge them sometimes. And then they get in a state where they don't appreciate, hard work. They don't even know nothing about that. And when you start pulling back from that, to Walt's point, you start pulling back from it a little bit, it feels like an attack. It feels like I got a father. Why ain't you doing, so yeah, it's like a double-edged sword.
That's what it's been too. It's like an attack on her. Like, she'll go in the room, close the door, won't speak to me for weeks, tell me we ain't getting along. But it's like, all I'm trying to do is just, really show you, like you got to do different. You got to do better. You know what I'm saying? You can't just keep doing negativity and want me to support that. And it do come off as an attack.
I knew I couldn't beat her. I was scared of her. So I ain't never. You see how most kids swing on their mamas and their daddies? I never did those shit like that. I knew I couldn't whoop my mama. She had bush in the head with a cast iron skillet and everything. I seen her hit her brother. She don't give a fuck about me. So what the fuck am I hitting her for? She'll fuck you up for real.
I think the teachable moment is that in addition to discipline, it's about creating a space to be able to be expressive. And when I was growing up, you couldn't justify or talk to what happened. It's like, you did this, you in trouble, go to your room. Now in this generation, kids want to be able to say, you said this to me, you hurt my feelings, and this is how I feel. Because of the multiple generations, it's like, how you gonna let your kid talk back to you? And it's like, well, they're not talking back, they're just explaining to me how they feel. And so we gotta be careful around what we believe as truth. It's just like, do we believe that children have voices? Do we believe that you all have voices? And I think what that does is, for people who are people pleasers, like I once was, is that we believe that our voice isn't valued. So when we say no to somebody, we know what it feels like to have our feelings hurt. So now we feel like we gotta over-explain to say, well, no, you can't drive my car because you don't have license and you don't have insurance. And that's not a risk that I'm willing to take because I need my car to get to work. Well, I'm just going around the corner. I understand that. But you can't drive my car because it's a liability. You know what, you acting crazy and now it's something else, but the reality is that if you had license and insurance, you could drive my car. So like, how do we point out the facts and not what's perceived? Not how I'm making you feel, what's the facts?
Oh, as a kid, it was a little bit more fluent because we was able to like do us. Okay. And then at like nighttime, it wasn't too scary. So I would say it was more activities, it was more, it was definitely more fluid when we was coming up. But now I would say they definitely got like more resources, but it's like kind of more dangerous at the same time. As far as like social media, for instance, like the kid, hear me out. I'm saying as far as if you're an athlete, you're able to get seen all over the country instead of just seen by somebody in your community or your head coach at your school, or I'm saying, you're able to, resources meaning like you're able to just reach a different audience for it. Exactly. But it can be bad at the same time too. But that's just one part of the resource. Another part is somebody like me coming up who already been through it and can show you a different route. I ain't really had that coming up. Yeah, especially somebody who was like from around here too. So in that way, I feel like they got a little better resources. Once again, it's just a little bit more dangerous. And the parents ain't really parenting how they should be parenting for real. That's why it's really more dangerous for real. But I really wouldn't say it's all the way bad, but that's the difference from when I came up and right now, for real.
So a lot of these kids don't have that accessibility of resources in that way of the community centers. You know what I mean? And then with social media, all these kids got social media, so everybody's showing off what they got and what they have. So for them, it's like, oh, I want to get like them. My kids always calling me. I tell them, call your dad. Listen, my ex-husband, come get your kids. But they see things, And then like my daughter was in a school fight because some girl said something and they filmed it. They not even supposed to have phones in school, but they filmed it. So now guess where it's at? On social media. And my biggest thought was, my daughter beat the girl up. The girl can retaliate. Now I'm not even that type of person. I'm a realtor, for goodness sake. I don't have time for this. I'm trying to get people access to housing. You understand? So with social media, them going back and forth, that's the bad part of it that I see.
So loud.
Let me see.
You talking about us? You went to go get some chicken.
Yeah. Now, who got the chimes? Okay. Kaden, then I'ma hold it and I'ma like that.
I thought it was like that, like you hit it and then you like.
You can. That's really loud though. Can I have 2 helpers just hold this up for everybody to see? Y'all are my designated helpers. I love that. Okay, come on over here on this side. And hold it up for the people to see. Alright, so you see the colors? Right? Okay, so each chakra corresponds to different colors, alright? So the root, the very first chakra is red. That keeps us grounded and in our bodies, right? A lot of times if we don't feel safe, that is jeopardized. The next one up is orange. That was like the womb or the sexual organs. His color is orange. Next one up is yellow. I'm wearing yellow today for solar plexus, for our creativity, gives us a sense of purpose of who we are. Right here in the center is our heart. Its color is green and pink, okay? That's pretty self-explanatory. We feel love, we give love, we receive love. If we become too guarded, we close ourselves up off from love. This one, the throat chakra, that's blue. So that's how we express ourselves, how we speak our truth, how we listen to other people, all of that. Then this purple one, that's our intuition, our third eye, right here, right? The crown is the last one. It's depicted as like pink, but it could be white and silver. That's how we get all our intel. So these are all energies. These bowls correspond to different chakras. So if it's your first time, you can expect that you'll be able to maybe feel vibrations like the children were telling you how they could feel it in their body. We got carried away over there. They were saying how they could feel it in different places. And sometimes, not all the time, it's not uncommon to get a sense of color. Doing a sound bath in an open community like this is that it takes a little bit more preparation as far as fasting on my behalf, water intake, and making sure that I stay a sense of boundaries, cutting myself from my constituents or the participants and what it is that I do so I don't have it bleed into me. Sometimes being in communities that can have a little bit more density to it, you have to have more layered protection. So for me, it's wearing my waist beads, lots of prayers, sometimes putting on prayer oils before going into a set. But overall, coming at it with a frequency of love. Love is love and it's healing and all will be well. But the preparation is very important.
What you doing? You don't want to go in? Are you okay?
Hold on, back up.
Look at you.
You gotta go get one from, can you hand me that roll of napkins over there, sir?
Yummy.
He got some, he got
Put your stuff on. Put your stuff on. No, right there.
Don't be scared. Be ready. Get ready.
Yeah!